Last time on Fight or Flight, in a shocking double elimination round, contestants were given the choice majority or minority. Those who voted in the minority were safe, while those in the majority were forced into a public elimination. With CJ and Emily on one side, and Greta and Gabby on the other, Zach found himself in the middle. In a major blindside, Zach flipped the vote on CJ. I'm sorry, CJ, but you have been eliminated from the competition.
If you want something done in this game, you have to do it yourself.
Sheridan decided to use her fight pass on CJ, giving her a chance to duel a player of her choice in a sudden death competition in which the loser will go home. Who will she pick? And who will be the second victim of the double elimination, joining Jesse and Erica in the jury? Find out tonight on an all-new episode of...
Okay, Anthony, I will use my fight pass.
I'm pretty shocked because I was not thinking I'd use the fight pass so quickly. Ultimately, I know that if I don't use it, that is going to destroy my standing with Tristy, and there's a possibility that she will tell other people that I've done something very underhanded and no one else will trust me in the game. And I honestly feel like that's why they're keeping me in here right now, because they trust me. That's why I got those boarding bucks in the first place.
Sheridan's a loyal bitch, and she saw CJ in trouble, and I think it shows like Sheridan's power.
CJ, as the eliminated player, you will get to pick one person who you will challenge.
I just successfully got CJ out, and of course, CJ gets yet another opportunity to continue playing in this game.
Oh, God, this is such a hard decision. Do I choose the obvious target or the yellow-bellied backstabber? I think I'm going to go with Zach on this one.
Of course, CJ is going to battle me.
I'm so glad I'm safe. I'm so glad I'm not up for another challenge.
After having Zach blatantly backstab me in front of everyone, I want a little bit more time with him.
CJ and Zach, you will now go into a sudden death elimination challenge. Everyone else can turn their videos off now.
These are two people that I've seen as like my top allies, and I'm like, oh, they're now battling each other to go home.
This competition will be a duel of numbers. One by one, you must play one of your numbers. Every time you play a number higher than your opponent, you will receive 1 point. However, once you play a number, you can no longer play that number again. Through process of elimination, you can deduce which numbers your opponent has left.
I have never been so anxious in my entire life. I feel like I'm in the Olympics. I feel like everything is riding on this right now. And all I'm thinking is I need to beat this dude.
Pick your first number and have it ready to show.
For my first number, I choose 4. It feels like a safe number, not too high. I don't have to worry about, regretting using it later in the game. And it's mostly just a test to see what number Zach is going to play first.
3, 2, 1, reveal.
I'm a little bit surprised he came out of the gate with such a high card so quickly, but then I realized he's probably trying to gather as many points as early as possible, so I'm definitely probably going to have to switch up my strategy.
This game is interesting because not only do you need to keep track of the numbers that you're using, you need to keep track of the numbers that your opponent's using. My next number that I choose is a 9, CJ chooses a 6, I get another point.
He has 2 points and I have 0. Obviously, that's not a great feeling, but I also recognize that he's already used 2 pretty high cards. And with this game, you can't repeat cards. So after a while, he's only really going to have lower cards to play. I'm not sure what Zach's strategy still is. So I'm kind of creeping up higher and higher without actually giving up too many of those really crucial cards. I definitely start to feel the heat turning up. I realize that playing this game where I'm watching what he's doing isn't really going to work, and I'm going to need to start coming out of the gate stronger. This was not the card I wanted to tie on. Now that we've lost the 7 card, we now are playing to 6 points. That means that Zach is 1 point closer to winning. The heat is turning up, and I got to do something.
3, 2, 1, reveal.
Up until this point, I've been playing all large numbers, and I know that CJ's starting to freak out, and she's going to be more inclined to play her larger numbers.
3, 2, 1, reveal. CJ, you get a point.
CJ just played her largest number. That's perfect. Now I know that I could play 12 in any round and win.
I'm grateful to have a point. I wish that I had not wasted a 12 on a 4, but I have a point under my belt. I can't dwell on having just lost my 12 while Zach still has his. So I'm just going to do everything that I can to try to get some more points and hopefully come out on top.
I now have 4 points. That's great, but I know CJ still has some pretty large numbers to play. So again, I'm going to play with the strategy of playing a lower number so that CJ burns one of her larger numbers.
Great, CJ, you get the point.
I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Having 2 points does help. It makes me feel like I'm really fighting to stay, but he still has double the amount of points that I do, and I am praying to every universe, God, whatever you want to say, that somehow I can work this out in my favor.
So again, I'm going to give this strategy one more shot. I'm going to play a 1, my lowest number, and hopefully she plays one of her highest numbers.
Reveal. It is now 3 to 4.
I'm starting to catch up, but the math is not mathing in my head, and the more that I'm looking down at the numbers I have left in front of me, they do not look like winners, and I'm just really nervous.
Reveal. CJ, you get the point. We are 4 CJ, 4 Zach.
All of CJ's large numbers are gone, and now I could be more aggressive with this.
Even though we're tied at 4 points each, I know that Zach still has his 12, and I don't have anything close to that.
Zach, you get the point.
I feel so sad and so disappointed in myself, because at this point I know that the fight pass was wasted.
3, 2, 1, reveal. Congratulations, Zach. You have won the duel challenge. CJ, that means you are eliminated from the competition.
Damn, it does not get easier. You would think with each time, with so much practice, it does not get easy.
Ugh, this sucks. We literally put all of our money together. Now we have no bucks and no fight pass, and CJ is gone.
That's one more person who I feel I have a strong alliance with going home. I also am nervous that I've revealed to everyone in this group that I had a fight pass. There's going to be a lot of people who don't trust me as much.
Knowing that I not only was able to vote CJ out, but then battle her and win is the best feeling ever.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank Sheridan for giving me an opportunity to fight for my spot one more time in this game. I have had such an amazing time playing with all of you. It's genuinely been such a highlight of my week to log on and play with you, and I'm wishing everybody the best.
Thank you, CJ. You put up a great fight, but it's time for you to fight.
I am so heartbroken. I was already eliminated once and came back with, I feel like, such fervor and just wanting to play a stronger game and a more strategic game, which I think I really did. I think I got to show off some of my social strategy skills that I didn't get to show off in the first season. And even though there's so much more that I would have loved to have shown in this game, I've really had such an amazing time and gotten to play with such amazing players and some, not so amazing players, but I feel like it's been great overall to just be a part of this experience.
Did we really do it? Is she really gone? Is she gonna come back?
I really wanted you to stay in this game. I think that you had a lot more to give, but I think you've played a great game. You should be very proud, and it's been really nice getting to know you.
I am so glad you went out fighting like you would have wanted to, and you truly deserved better.
In another world, we would have potentially been allied, and that's just not how this shaked out. But thank you for fighting. Thank you for coming back in the game multiple times. I'm so glad you were a part of this season.
Oh, CJ, I'm sorry, bud. I had to get you out. You're the biggest competitor here, and I couldn't pass up on the opportunity to get you out of this game.
Congratulations, Final 8. I know this was a tough round to survive, so congratulations on being here. We started this competition with 15 people. We are about halfway through. This game is only going to be an uphill battle from here. Play with all you got, because you never know when it's going to be your last night.
I'm really hoping we can kind of start clawing our way back. One thing that comforts me is that I've taken the time to branch out to other people. I'm not totally alone in this game, and people seem to have a genuine respect for me. So I think I can make it, but it does just suck to see CJ go on a personal level.
I am shaking so badly, you don't know how bad I'm shaking.
Holy shit! Bro! I've gotten away with murder. There's no blood on my hands. So I'm feeling safe about this, but I'm nervous for my buddy Zach.
I think I pissed a lot of people off, but I had to make that decision.
You had to. He knows he's going to be getting heat, and I promise to let him know what I'm hearing and that I'm on his side. I'll try and do as much recon as I can for you and see what people's opinions are. Is that true? I don't know yet. It's going to depend just how intense that heat on him is, because I'm not trying to get burned.
I couldn't not take that opportunity. I know that CJ was Matt's other number one, and that CJ was a huge shield for Matt.
Oh, I totally get it. I was like, woo, good move.
I need to rebuild a little bit of trust with him, but I do think deep down he knows that it was a good decision for his game moving forward. I hope this doesn't affect anything for us. I only thought about us moving forward, and I am only committed to you. We'll never make a move against you. Yes, will you marry me?
He is my really number one. Like, CJ had Sheridan, CJ had other people. Zach and I are really bonded, and so I'm glad to see him, and I'm glad to continue to play rounds with him and to continue to hopefully get us farther.
I think I can fully trust Gabby and Zach, and that feels good.
I just hope that reiterates my respect for you in your game, because
I
just put my game on the line for you.
Again, reiterate our alliance. I'm feeling extremely confident now.
I don't trust Sheridan now.
Yeah.
I did trust Sheridan 110%. I don't trust Sheridan.
My game plan has really been to survive, but I think that trying to survive is trying to win, and I really have been thinking about the end this whole time. I still don't know if I'm going to be able to eke out a win here, but I at least think I can make it a few more rounds and make it really far.
I want to first and foremost clear the air with Shristi. For my personal game, I don't think that I had any ties with CJ to bring me further, and I was really worried about Matt and CJ working together.
It wasn't totally out of left field, even for people that weren't directly in his alliance. Yeah, I think I would be more surprised if I hadn't seen it coming.
So you knew that it was going to come.
Like, at least one, if not two episodes before it happened. He probably could see me as a member of the CJ block and just try to get rid of me the same way that we basically got rid of all of Blue Team. I think you're a logical player. I think you're a smart player. So I don't have a grudge. I think that the way that you've been playing the game thus far is pretty smart. So it's your choice. If you want to keep me in the loop on things going forward, I would love to know.
I see benefit in working with you and our minds together.
Whenever I talk to Zach, I have to sort of like hold back my aggression and disgust, but I am also respectful of the choices that he made.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is day 20 of this competition. Congratulations on making it this far and surviving last round's double elimination.
I feel really good coming into this round, kind of coming off of the high of getting CJ out, and I think that the alliances that I made thus far will hopefully keep me safe this round.
I feel pretty nervous going into the round because I used a fight pass in the last round, and so I think that means that I have a target on my back. So my strategy going in is just to see where I stand by talking to different people.
This round, we will test how much you can trust your fellow contestants, as tonight's theme is truth or lie. Here's how it'll work. Tonight, there will be a safety competition where the winner will not only earn safety for themselves, but also one other player of their choice. However, this competition comes with a twist, as they often do. As I have been saying, boarding bucks will continue to play an integral role in this season. That being said, in order to play in tonight's safety competition, you must buy your way in with an entry fee of 2 boarding bucks.
I don't have any boarding bucks, so it's a really easy decision for me not to compete in this challenge.
Shit, I just spent all of my money, so I am shit out of luck.
2 boarding bucks is pretty steep. That would be half of the boarding bucks that I have in my possession right now. And as the competition keeps on going, I know that this boarding buck twist is going to probably come up sooner rather than later.
So how safe do you feel? Can you trust your fellow competitors not to eliminate you? Or are you worried they may just try to get you out this round? And is it better to save your boarding bucks for later, or do you truly need to use them now? Before making your decision, we will allow you 10 minutes to strategize. Some of you may not have enough boarding bucks to compete, so you may want to use this time to barter.
I want to play this game. I want to show people that I'm a fighter and that I'm not just here to play a social game. So I have 2 boarding bucks.
Me too.
To play because I just want to play.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna play. We know that we're not the most skilled in these kinds of competitions. We both have 2 boarding bucks, and we both like to play games. So most likely Matt and I will be competing.
How many boarding bucks do you have?
I have 4.
Zach, how many boarding bucks do you have?
I have 6.
Okay.
I'm thinking that I have the most boarding bucks right now, and that's unfortunate because I feel like I'm going to have to use 2 of them tonight. I want to play only because I'm a little worried, but...
Yeah, I think you should play, especially if you have 6 boarding bucks. I think you'll still be like
I have a
pretty
little
ahead
bit,
of most people.
Right. It would raise a lot of red flags for people if I just came off of a huge game move and I don't act like I feel scared.
I kind of want to win. I just like playing
Well,
games.
Greta, you do have a great track record of winning things.
Yeah.
So.
I want to get an advantage, given I'm probably at risk for going home every single week.
So are we all thinking of playing then? Is that...
That's
like
what I'm
we're assuming
thinking
that,
about
right?
is whether that's worth it. But
Yeah.
there are still quite a few people left in this game who would rather see me out. And I would feel really stupid if I gave up the opportunity at safety because I didn't want to give up some boarding bucks that I might not be able to use anyway.
Neither of us has any boarding bucks, right?
Yeah, we don't have any boarding bucks.
Sheridan and I are out of luck. We can't play, and I doubt we're going to find anybody who's going to give us their bucks in the meantime. Fuck.
Who does have boarding bucks?
Does Emily have boarding bucks?
I have 2 boarding bucks. Neither of them have any boarding bucks. I only have 2. But then I throw out there that if the 3 of us connect with Matt and Finn, then that's a majority and it doesn't matter. We don't have to play in the safety competition. I do feel like the 5 of us could pretty easily pull through this round. So I think I'm leaning towards not competing and saving the money.
We do talk a little bit about starting to pull Matt and Finn into our conversations so that we can have like a bigger group and have the numbers to do the things we want to do.
Still have our alliance within alliance. We gotta keep this a tight group, but we can expand. It works in our favor for right now, but I still consider you guys like my main compatriots.
Yes.
We make another group, the 3 of us plus Matt and Finn. We put this idea out there. It's not getting cocky to say like, okay, there's 5 of us in here and 3 people not in here. If the 5 of us agree not to vote out the others, then none of us have to play.
That's a lot to throw in to for there only be one winner. Like everybody else is going to be wasting 2 boarding bucks.
none of us have to play. A few of us are going to play, but not me, because I would have saved those boarding bucks.
If you plan on playing in this competition, please privately message me the word fight now. As a reminder, it costs 2 boarding bucks to compete. The people competing are Matt, Finn, Greta, and Zach. Everyone else can turn their videos off now.
I decide not to fight in this competition and to hold on to my boarding bucks. Mostly because I think that even if I am not saved, that I have enough connections in this game that I could at least have a fighting chance of not being eliminated this round.
Gabby seems a little too confident for my liking right now, and I'm wondering, what does she know that I don't? Because if I were Gabby, I would want safety.
I am happy to see that Sheridan's not playing, but it also is an indication that she probably spent her boarding bucks on the fight pass that she used last week.
You have all paid to fight for a chance at safety, so let's get right into it. This competition is truth or lie, and here's how it'll work. Each of the eliminated players have come up with 2 truths and a lie about their time in the game. Your task is to discern which of the 3 options is the lie. If you get the question right, you get a point. The player with the most points at the end of 7 questions will be the winner and will earn safety for themselves and another player of their choice.
I'm feeling pretty confident as I've talked to everyone. Like, I feel like I really know the ins and outs of this game.
I am really hoping I can win this safety competition because I think there's a half of this group that probably would vote me to go home.
I love 2 truths and a lie. I'm pretty good at it. I feel like I'm pretty good at sussing out what kinds of things people will say as lies and what kinds of things are truth. But I'm nervous because I know that Zach is a very strong competitor, and I know that Greta has been paying attention. So there's a chance I've just wasted my 2 boarding bucks.
Yo, what up, Fight or Flight crew? I don't know if you remember me, but I'm the first boot. Hopefully I'm not irrelevant in your minds, but I'm here to tell you 2 truths and a lie, so hopefully you guys took notes about ya boy. Which one of these is a lie? A, I used to be a dancer for the New York Knicks. B, I gave my boarding buck to the same person I casted my first impression vote for. Or C, my secret coming into the game is that host Anthony is my cousin. Which one is the lie? I guess we'll find out.
3, 2, 1, reveal. The correct answer was C. Anthony is not my cousin. Greta and Zach, you both scored 1 point.
I got Anthony's wrong?
They look the same, and they kind of even talk the same, and I was like, they could be cousins.
Why would your cousin have your same name?
We are now going to go to question number 2.
Hi everyone, it's Ethan again, and I'm here to tell you 2 truths and a lie. Let's get right into it.
I don't remember Ethan.
I literally do not remember Ethan.
A, I voted to eliminate Greta during odd or even. B, my first impression vote was for Angelo. Or C, up until I was eliminated during the entire game, I thought the show was actually called Flight or Fight, as opposed to it being Fight or Flight. With all that, I wonder which one's the lie.
I don't remember much about this kid, and his time in the game didn't make much of an impression on me, so I'm going into this most likely guessing.
The correct answer is B, which means Zach, Greta, and Finn, you all scored a point. Ethan's first impression vote was for Zach.
Yeah, I was completely shocked to find out that Ethan gave his first impression vote to me.
I have 2 now. We're early in the competition. I'm one of the leaders. Feeling good. Let's keep this rolling.
Hey guys, it's Angelo. These are my 2 truths and a lie. A, I tried to throw the odd or even comp, but I accidentally won it. B, I accrued 7 total boarding bucks during my time at Fight or Flight. C, in my Meet the Cast video, I threw a snowball. Which one's the lie?
I'm almost positive that Angelo left this game with 5 boarding bucks. So I feel confident in my answer, and I'm picking B.
The correct answer was A. No one got it right. Angelo had no intention of throwing the odd or even competition.
God damn it, what the fuck? Where'd he get those 2 boarding bucks from?
Question number 4.
I think I know the next few people a bit more, so I'm a little bit more hopeful.
Hi guys, it's me, Laura again.
I thought I was rid of this stank face.
These are my 2 truths and 1 lie. A, before getting eliminated, I was on the right side of every vote. B, the person I feel most betrayed by is Sheridan. And C, I decided to give both of my boarding books to the same person.
The correct answer is C. That means Finn and Matt, you got the point. Laura split her boarding bucks between 2 different players.
Woohoo! I'm in this game, baby!
And so I finally got one right. I finally knew it. I'm not that dumb.
2 points Zach, 2 points Greta, 2 points Finn, and 1 point Matt. There are 3 questions left.
Hey everyone, it's Jesse. Hope you don't miss me too much. My 2 truths and a lie are A, Noah from season 1 is my boyfriend. B, my worst move in the game was using the steal a vote the same round I bought it. And C, I've worked as a professional game and puzzle designer.
The correct answer was B. Congrats, Finn. You scored a point. Jesse did not use the steal a vote the round he bought it.
You'd think as the owner of the Steal-A Vote that I would get this one right, but for some reason I pull up the card C saying that game developers lie.
I need to think more into these questions. I'm too flustered right now, and I'm making stupid choices.
Finn, you got 3 points. Zach and Greta, you have 2, and Matt, you have 1.
I'm the lead.
Hey guys, it's Erica. Long time no see. Hope you're all doing well. It's time for a little 2 truths and a lie about my game. Which one here is the lie? Is it A, that my biggest regret was telling Matt that I was the tiger? B, that I inherited boarding bucks from Angelo and Jesse? Or C, that I was on the wrong side of every single vote?
The correct answer was C. Erica was not on the wrong side of every vote.
Erica threw me under the bus.
So that means, Matt, you're the only one who scored a point. That makes it 3 Finn, 2 Zach, 2 Greta, and 2 Matt. We are now going to move on to our final question.
Hello, it's CJ, and my 2 truths and a lie are A, the player I hope comes to jury next is Zach. B, of my 4 eliminations, the one that was the most hurtful was in season 1 during Now or Later. And C, in my 2 seasons, I was eliminated in every double elimination I played in.
CJ's statements are throwing me. I think we all know that that first one is true. CJ would love to see Zach go home. But these second 2, I don't remember enough about CJ's extensive time on fight or flight to be confident in this answer. And I just have to hope enough other people get it wrong that I win this game.
On the count of 3, please reveal. 3, 2, 1, reveal. The correct answer was C, which means Zach and Matt got a point.
CJ, if you wanted to see me in jury so bad, you should have done it yourself.
Ugh, that could have been a clean win right there.
That means everyone but Greta has 3 points. Greta, you have been eliminated from this competition. You can turn your video off.
I'm so embarrassed. I really thought I could read people better than I did.
Everyone else, please get a blank piece of paper. We are going to go to a tiebreaker question. From start to finish, how long did the odd or even competition last in seconds without going over?
I did not write down how long the game lasted overall, but I do remember it being not very long.
Like more than 5 minutes, definitely, but less than 10 minutes.
I'm trying to do my times tables in my head, and it's terrible.
I know it was under 600 seconds, and I'm thinking it was somewhere around 7-ish minutes.
60 seconds in a minute times 10 is 600, but it's less than 600 seconds.
And I'm kind of feeling confident around the 400 range. That kind of sounds right.
The clock is ticking. There are seconds left to go. I don't have time to do any more math. I'm gonna pick my favorite number.
What's a number that I have loved for a very long time?
3, 2, 1, reveal.
Finn and I, we have the same brilliant mind. And it was probably my favorite moment of this entire competition so far.
Love you, Matt. Mwah. That's my brother right there.
Congratulations, Zach. You are the winner of this challenge. The total amount of seconds were 411 seconds.
I'm a little bummed. Look, I'm a little bit bummed that I didn't win this. I was so close. I could literally taste it. We went down, but we went down for a good joke.
Congratulations, Zach. You were the winner of this competition and have earned yourself safety for the round.
Ugh. Oh gosh, why did Zach have to win?
Zach was one of my top targets going into this round. I know he was a lot of other people's top targets going into this round, and now he's safe. And I'm pretty positive he's going to pick another one of our top targets to be safe with him.
Additionally, you will get to give one other player safety.
Wow, okay. I won. I did not expect to win, and now I have a really hard decision to make. I want to talk to Matt, and I want to make sure that Matt feels safe.
Yeah, do whatever's best for your game. I'm heartbroken. I'm really sad. I think I'm in danger. I think I'm about to go home. I sealed my fate. Just kidding. I'm good. I am fantastic!
Did you say that you feel in danger?
I don't.
You don't feel in danger.
But
okay.
You can take me if you want.
I don't want to expose our partnership, so I'd prefer not to have to give him this safety. But if I truly think that he's in danger, I'm going to have to. I want to do what's ever going to protect you. So if I think that it's going to, I have no inclination that it's going to be you. But if you get an inclination that they want you out, then I'll give it to you.
I don't have that now, but I don't know. Okay. I don't think I would be a target for this round. So I'm feeling good, but you can never feel too confident in fight or flight.
That just gives me reassurance that I can utilize this safety to benefit my solo game. Oh my god.
I was gonna say, I feel fantastic that Zach wins. I don't know if he's gonna give me the immunity, but I am hopefully pretty sure that he will, because we are allied and it's in his best interest to keep me, even if he's trying to get me out at some point, because I am going to vote with him.
I think you should probably save Greta just because they'll try and turn it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yay!
We collectively decide that it would probably be best for Zach to pick Greta to be safe, because there would be more of a numbers shift that would want to vote Greta out of this game at this point.
I'm almost 100% going to do that. I think that it's in my best interest to save you.
I am feeling pretty exposed by this decision, but I totally understand why. It's also kind of payback. I feel like I've left Greta pretty exposed in this competition through other decisions that I've made, so I'm kind of seeing this as payback in terms of now I have to fight for my own safety.
Zach, congratulations once again for winning this competition. It is now time for you to name the player that will be safe alongside you. So without further ado, please unmute and announce who you will be saving and why.
This game is fun. This game's a lot of fun. And I like this game a lot. Greta, I choose to save you. And honestly, keeping Greta here is great for my game. Not only do I enjoy working with Greta, but when it comes down to the big targets that are left in this game, I still think that I can contain a lot of people to believe that Greta is a much bigger target than I am.
Congratulations, Greta. You have earned safety and cannot be eliminated this round.
I try to act surprised, but I think that at this point, people are kind of aware that Zach is for me being in the game.
Clearly he's affiliating himself with Greta. Greta's also a very strong player. You know, Greta and Zach are going to be safe this round. So it definitely makes things harder about who to vote for, but I'm not surprised.
As for the rest of you, that means that one of the 6 of you will be eliminated tonight.
To me, Zach voting to keep Greta is essentially Zach picking Greta over Gabby. Now is a good time to take her out and really pull those numbers down for people that are outside of our core group.
But before I let you go strategize, I want to give you all an opportunity to greatly affect the game with your peers. This round, you've been tested on your ability to discern the truth about the eliminated players. Now, you will have to do the same with those still left in the competition. Tonight, we will allow all of you a chance to beta test Fight or Flight's new social media platform, Fighter, by posting an anonymous message that will be shared publicly with all of the remaining players. In a moment, I will ask you to send me what you would like to have posted. Periodically, throughout your deliberation period, these statements will be posted to everyone's Fighter feed. The validity of these statements and who they are about is completely up to you. But if you're looking for a way to tamper with someone else's game without them knowing, this may be the opportunity to do so.
We can all submit anonymous secrets to be posted. We each get one secret to get posted during the extended deliberation round that's coming up.
This twist reminds me a lot of a social media platform that was sort of popular when I was a senior in high school, and I remember it basically tearing my entire friend group apart.
Oh, I'm not happy about it because I don't even know what to put down. Write something that I think is going to benefit me and have it be a lie, or should I write something that is truthful but maybe causes the other players to be suspicious of someone that I want to be eliminated? I just don't know how to go about it.
I know that what I say here could potentially have a lot of power in the game and could come around in unforeseen ways. So I know that I want to be really careful about who I direct my statement to and how I word it.
I love all my secrets, and I don't want to throw all my secrets, and people know I'm a chatty Cathy, and so I really can't spread shit about anyone unless I know they're leaving or I know it won't get back to them.
So the first fighter message is Greta will win this game. Thank you, whoever that is. I really don't like being called out, but if that means you have faith in me or would like me to win, see and jury.
Honestly, true. I could definitely see that happening.
This pretty much reinforces what we were suspecting, that Greta was perhaps the biggest target going into this round.
My top target is still Greta, and even though she's safe this round, that doesn't mean that I can't make her not so safe in the next round.
I don't know why people are scared of me. I wanted to try to use this round to get Sheridan out, and I was thinking of
I agree with that.
utilizing a steal a vote for that. If myself, Gabby, and Zach vote one way, and then we can get one other person, we can swing a majority with a steal a vote.
Do you think we'll need one? I feel like we could persuade people to vote with us.
I think that we could persuade people to vote with us. I think that we'll have the numbers.
Can we get one other person to flip? And who will that person be? Because I feel like there are probably people partnered with her that wouldn't. And also it's possible people might be trying to vote Gabby out.
Is Sheridan important to your game?
She doesn't take notes. She doesn't pay that much attention. She has no boarding bucks. She's very sweet. And I don't think she's playing a very strategic game. And I would much rather go up against her when it gets down to it than Shristi. Because I know Shristi's been paying attention. I know she's got all the notes taken. And I know that she's dangerous. And I want her gone. Personally, I would be more worried about Shristi. I just feel like she's been playing a smarter game than Sheridan.
I agree with that.
If Greta has really strong feelings about it being Sheridan to go, I'm fine with that. But I would be interested in breaking the two of them up. I just feel like they 100%. Tend to go together. They tend to think together. And he seems to eat it up.
I really like Shristi going. That's really interesting.
And I'm really hoping in my alliance with Zach that it can go like this. I feed the smart man some information, and the smart, straight, cis, white man takes it like they do and passes it off as his own to everyone else. No blood on my hands, and Shristi goes home.
They want Sheridan out, okay?
Yeah.
Can we turn them to get Shristi out instead?
Possibly. I don't think Sheridan's as powerful. Powerful! Sheridan played a power, but to be honest, Shristi is more of a threat in this game. Do Shristi. People don't know. Sheridan and I are really close. Remember, we know each other from our hometown. We grew up together.
That's our answer.
Okay.
That we'll keep Sheridan.
Yeah, that's my answer. I'm surprised he'll just go for what I'm saying. I am leading a lot of these votes. Am I in the spotlight soon enough? Probably. We'll see.
The next statement to come up is my own. Finn is a meanie. And I know that there is no strategy to my statement, and I can only hope people find it funny.
Finn gets called out as being a meanie, which is the exact opposite impression I've gotten from Finn so far, so that one's weird.
Disagree. Finn is not a meanie.
I knew fucking Finn wrote that clown.
On no less than 3 occasions, Zach has been caught in a lie.
My brain can go crazy about who I think posted this. I could only assume that it was either Sheridan or Tristy.
True, that was me.
I'm aware that Zach could be lying to me at any point in this game, and even though we're working together right now, I don't completely trust him.
He's playing this game to the fullest possible extent. And the only thing that I can trust is that he's going to do whatever is best for him. And that, to me, is the most trustworthy thing.
I start my conversation in our wider alliance group, and it's just me and Tristy and no one else.
The fact that none of the group chats have immediately lit up means that something is happening. The group is starting to fragment. There are some ulterior motives at play, and the secret alliances are starting to get more and more impactful in the game.
Something's fishy, something sneaky.
Clearly, I mean, I totally agree. The obvious choice is Gabby, but I'm thinking that there's gotta be a bombshell somewhere.
Yeah. We immediately become suspicious that maybe everyone else is talking about our names.
This is weird. Something feels off.
So as soon as we realize that nobody else is coming into our video chat, we decide maybe it's time to start having some conversations with other people.
Greta want you out. They think you're some powerful beast.
This whole game, I thought that, like, if I was eliminated, I really wouldn't care. And I think in that moment he told me that I could be eliminated, that I cared more than I thought I would. So it just really made me feel like I wanted to do anything that I could to prevent myself from being eliminated. I guess I would just say the power's in your guys' hands. I think that if we keep our alliance going, we can get Greta and Zach out, and they're both really strong players that have continued to win challenges. I have not won any challenges. I've consistently had no strategy going in the game. The only reason why I had a fight pass last round is because CJ and Tristy literally gave me their bucks unprompted. So my opinion is it's a better game for you guys to keep me in because I genuinely think I'll be easier to beat.
Sheridan knows she's a target and seems intent on saving herself, which I admire in Sheridan. I didn't know if she had that fight in her. I personally think Sheridan has earned her safety, having put herself up in that elimination last round. So I am on your side.
To be honest, I don't really want Tristy to go home because, you know, we've been in our alliance within an alliance. I would prefer it to be Gabby, but I think we're at a point in this game where I kind of just can't have such stringent morals. So I would vote either way at this point if it means saving myself.
My anonymous statement that I go with is that Tristy is the most trusted player in the game. Tristy being someone who I think is playing a very low-key game, so somebody whose target I want to boost a little bit more.
I am glad that people feel like I'm trustworthy. That being said, if this comes from somebody who doesn't like me, it's a really good way to put a target on my back.
This one makes me laugh because as it is sent, I am currently on a mission to send Tristy home.
I would love it if you didn't vote for me and will go wherever somebody tells me to go.
She understands that if Greta is safe and Zach is safe, she is the next obvious target. I have no interest in taking you out of the game. Certainly not part of my strategy in any way. So of Sheridan and Tristy, I would consider Tristy a more dangerous player going forward.
Tristy is clearly a very intelligent player from the conversations that I've had with her. I can tell that she is very intentional about what she tells me and when. I agree that it's a pair that maybe needs to be broken up at this moment. I entertain this idea a little bit. I could go either way. Again, as long as it's not me, I kind of move on and keep on talking to other people. Would you be open about voting out Tristy instead of Sheridan?
No.
If that's a big no for you.
I don't want to, no.
No, I don't want to either.
Even though I have lied and done sketchy stuff, the people I really want and value, I will not cross them. And Tristy's one of those people. I really don't want to vote her out.
Okay, we don't have to. I don't mind. I kind of try and steer the vote back to Sheridan just because I do think that at this point it would be a safe bet. I think we should double down and go for Sheridan then, because I haven't heard strong pushback, and I do think that even though she doesn't have as many boarding bucks, she's connected pretty closely with Matt and Trishti at this point, and I think she might be the glue between some of them.
I will be honest with you. I am hearing Sheridan and I'm hearing you.
Interesting. It's the first time that I've heard my name seriously in conversation, or at least that anybody has told me, and I'm recognizing now that I'm perceived perhaps as more of an obstacle than I realized.
I am unwilling to vote for you.
Greta says that she wouldn't vote against me, and I believe that, and I'm glad that she's safe this week so that I don't have to vote against her.
My anonymous message in Fighter was, I have talked to everyone in this group one-on-one except for one person. I don't say who it is, but that person is Sheridan.
I was pretty sure that was Greta and that was directed towards me because Greta's the only person I haven't really talked to in the game.
I know your hair isn't real. It's as fake as your game. I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but it was pretty funny trying to see people figure out who that was about or who that was from.
Everyone's hair seems pretty real to me, but I don't know.
I am just dying to know who this is about. Who has fake hair?
Who the fuck are you talking about? And of course, my paranoid ass was like, we were talking about my haircut earlier. Were you talking about me? Because this is fucking real, bitch.
I think Emily has dyed hair right now, and possibly Gabby, but everyone's hair looks great, so don't change a thing, folks.
Even though you brought up some very interesting points, and I've definitely heard them, especially to keep around, I'm going to probably vote for Sheridan this round because I don't see like a flexibility in her working style with me.
Interesting. Okay, good to know. She has come into every conversation saying how open she is to whatever anybody else needs and see how far out on the outs she is, how desperate she would be for an alliance. And when it comes down to it, she's not willing to do that for somebody.
I'm hopeful that that's maybe where the numbers are, but people are autonomous and they can make their own decisions.
Yeah, no, that's good to know. Okay, cool. I have a feeling that Greta is feeling similarly. What are you thinking?
I have literally no idea.
I plead with her to vote Trishti home. I am imploring you to vote Trishti.
Okay. I'm not going to vote for her.
Okay, heard. I may have been feeling confident going into this deliberation, but as things have gone on and I get more information, I don't know if I have the numbers for things to go the way I want them to this round. And I'm very unsure of who's going home tonight.
I think that maybe it's time to lay some stuff out in the open about our suspicions about Gabby. So I end up putting into Fighter that Gabby has been funneling information between alliances. Do I know for 100% that it's true? No.
I don't know if it's true necessarily that I've been funneling information between alliances. I think it's just true that I've talked to a lot of people, and this could be a sign that I may be getting in trouble for that now.
I'm excited to know that other people are seeing Gabby as the pathetic snake that she is.
I just kind of want to disregard it because it does seem like she's working on my side currently, but it is of note to me.
I'm already sweating a little bit. There's not very much time left, but I ring up Matt. I know what you're thinking. Don't cut me.
Okay.
I don't think that I should get cut this round. I think I could be more useful to people.
If I don't cut you, will you have my back? Because I'll have your back. I promise that.
I'm a really effective player. People trust me with a lot of information, and I try to do good on that trust. I'm just hoping that Matt and other folks like him are gonna get clued into that before they try to make a bad choice.
Okay. I think I'm gonna vote Gabby just because it's best for my game, because I'm close to you, I'm close to Sheridan. I can't do either. I think Trishti can show me a lot of trust and give me a lot of good brilliance later on, and I think we could make a good team. But on the other hand, I've been starting to build this bridge with Gabby. Do I burn it now? Is that worth it?
The two main names being thrown around besides Gabby's are Sheridan and Trishti, which is not great because those are the other two members of our alliance within an alliance.
Trishti is a lot more strategic than me. Obviously, I want her to stay in this game because I feel like she's an important part of our group. So I just think it's in our best interest to to vote Gabby out and then keep the alliance going.
I consider all of them my allies. I don't want any of them to go home, but I also don't want to be on the wrong side of the vote, and I can't even figure out where the right side of the vote is at this point.
Zach, congratulations again on securing your safety. How does it feel winning tonight and knowing that you can't be the one eliminated?
Yeah, it feels good. You can breathe fresh air, at least for the little bit that this round lasts.
Greta, obviously you were named safe by Zach. How does it feel knowing that even though you didn't win the competition, you were still safe as well?
I think just like track record wise, and also according to the fighter chat, I feel pretty good being safe this week.
That leaves the other 6 of you who are vulnerable tonight. How does it feel not to be safe? You know, there was this temptation at the start of the round. Finn and Matt, you competed in the challenge, whereas Gabby, Sheridan, Emily, and Tristy, you did not. Is anyone second guessing their decision?
This game is fight or flight, and I wanted to fight for this round. And if you had fun, you won.
And the other 4 of you, I'll throw it to you. Again, you decided not to compete in the challenge. What went into that choice, and do you still stick by that choice?
I think I definitely still stick by it, but I do appreciate the opportunity for temptation. I think it levels the playing field really well. And also it was a good way to fact check my notes.
It was kind of a steep boarding buck requirement there, and we don't know how those are going to come into play later on in the game. So yeah, it's hard to tell about whether or not this was the right decision.
How did the anonymous statements come into play? Did any of them stick out to you? Did any of them make you kind of question things? Walk me through your reactions.
I, for one, was very intrigued by the "I know your hair isn't real." I don't know.
Is everyone checking their hair to see if it's about there?
Yeah, I know that I'm balding, but my hair is real.
My hair's real. Hopefully I only had 2 things written about me, but I'm sorry for the person that's scared. Don't be scared, please. I'm nice.
I'd like to call out whoever said I was a meanie. Speak up. Speak up. No, I get it. You don't want to fight.
Would anyone like to accuse someone of being attached to a post?
It doesn't seem like any of these posts are written about me, and I think that's a good thing. It kind of makes me feel like maybe I'm still flying under the radar, but at this point, I really want the others to start seeing me as a real player because I want them to know that I deserve to win when I make it to Final 2.
Greta, did you write that you would win this game?
No! I would love to know who wrote that, though.
That was an incredible psychological trick.
That would be, yeah. Shoot, I should have.
Damn.
I'm interested. The one I'm most interested about is who wrote about Tristy being the most trusted person in the game.
I'm also interested in that. Being named as trustworthy is both a blessing and a curse in this game because it starts to make people paranoid about how much you know. I think that the secret's very real in terms of I'm a trustworthy person to play with. So if it was a compliment, I appreciate the compliment. If it wasn't a compliment, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, as I said, only Zach and Greta are safe tonight. One of the other 6 of you will be going home. Is anyone worried it could be them?
Yeah, I'm a little worried as someone who has previously been voted as a foe in this game. I don't think I can ever get too comfortable, but at this point I'm just kind of hoping that, there's only 6 of us up for elimination, and I think everybody's personal interests are really starting to get involved in this game, and it's interesting the ways that they converge and conflict as to where people see the future of their games going. And all I can do is hope that people are making good game decisions for themselves and that they see me as a part of the future of their game. While I don't want to signal to people that I don't trust them, I also try and speak on the fact that I know where I'm voting and signal to my allies that I'm being true to my word.
Yeah, for sure. I could see myself being eliminated. I think a lot of people saw using that fight pass last round as a surprising thing. So I could totally see it. I guess I'd just say that at the end of the day, I did use that to save someone rather than
try to send someone home. So, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I use it as an opportunity to just reiterate that I don't think I would be a hard person to win against. In terms of playing this game, the only note that I've written about anyone and about anything is that on day 20, Anthony wore a sweater with hashtags on it. And is that going to help me later in the game? Maybe. I'm hoping so, because I don't have any other notes to lean back on. So if it comes to a challenge where somebody asks you something related to a previous round and you're against me, you will win.
I think Sheridan actually makes an excellent case for herself by throwing out that she hasn't taken any notes so far in this competition. Nobody's seeing her as a threat, so nobody feels the need to get rid of her.
I think that there's some thoughts about like where maybe I am or where some other folks are in this group, like post the last couple of rounds, but I am hoping that I have availed my skills and so been honest about my incentives, and that if it is me, I hope you feel obliged to keep me, because I think that it would be really fun to keep playing with y'all, and I think I'm an interesting person to play with.
I asked who feels unsafe, and Gabby, Sheridan, Tristy, you all spoke up and shared something. That leaves Matt, Emily, and Finn, who are also equally vulnerable tonight, who didn't feel obligated to speak. So I kind of wanted to just throw it to you all. How do you feel? Do you also feel unsafe, or are you kind of sitting this one back and thinking it's one of those three?
I mean, I don't think anybody should ever feel safe in this game. Like the moment you feel safe or the moment you feel like you're not a target, you've basically lost. So no, I don't feel safe, but I don't know. Sometimes silence is golden. So there's that too.
You can never be certain what people are telling you is a truth. That's what this round is about. It's about discerning the truths from the lies. How confident is everyone in their vote tonight? Do people feel like they know where they're voting and they think other people are with them and that's going to be the vote? Or is anyone still kind of toggling who they're voting for?
I'm a teeter-totter. I don't know. It's been going in 5,000 directions now. And like, again, people are playing personal games. And so there are more personal decisions getting thrown out there.
Does Matt admitting that he's maybe teeter-tottering make anyone else start to teeter-totter?
Main concern with Matt teeter-tottering is that we're an even number right now. And in a worst case scenario, this could go to a wheel.
I think for myself, I know what the best decision for the future of my game is going to be and where I'm going to vote. But the thing is that I don't know whether or not I will be on the right side of the vote. That's up to other people at this point, and I know that. So all I can do is like make peace with the vote that I am going to make. It does make me nervous because I wonder if I'm an option for elimination. I really hope that this vote doesn't swing around back on me, but I know that there's a lot of conversations that I just wasn't in, and it could happen.
Does everyone feel like we just got to go into the vote? Or does anyone want to use this time to maybe change things? Maybe you don't want to be at peace and your last-ditch effort could affect something. If not, we can go into the vote, but I want to give you that final call before we do. Well, as Emily said, silence is golden. Let's go to the vote. Sheridan, Trishty, and Gabby, it comes down to the three of you. Trishty, I'm sorry, but you have been eliminated from Fight or Flight.
This is so dumb. Like, overall, it's dumb. More power to them, and I guess I'm flattered that enough people see me as a threat, but this was a bad choice on their part. I genuinely think I could have helped somebody on their path to victory, and now they just don't have that.
Fuck yes! Oh, I'm gone. I mean, I say it and it happens. Like, CJ, gone. Tristy, gone.
You know, it's bittersweet. I didn't go into this round thinking that Tristy would be eliminated. It just further goes to show that no matter what happens at the beginning of a round, you never know what's going to happen at the end of a round.
Well, it was fun. I had a really good time. I had a really good time. You're all very talented players, and while I'm crushed it was me this week, unfortunately, the cut comes for us all. I want to be gracious. I want to give people their dues, but I also want to make it clear that, I've been hanging out with some folks and that I have some clear favorites, and I want them to wonder what they missed out on a little bit. I have my hat thrown in with a couple of you, and I expect you to do really well. So, take care of yourselves, and I would say watch your backs, because there are some people gunning for you that you don't realize.
Well, thank you, Shrishti. You put up a great fight, but it's time for you to fight.
This game has been so fun. I didn't actually come into it thinking a lot about how much fun it would be. Social games are really hard and stressful, and they require people to act in ways that are not always flattering. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with myself in that situation, but the games are so fun. I've talked to so many really genuinely smart and good people. And yeah, we're all kind of pitted against each other, and that sucks a little bit. But at the end of the day, the people here have mad game, and I really respect that.
Tristy, I'm genuinely sad to see you go. I will miss you in my alliance within an alliance. I hope you will forgive me for putting your vote in. I think that in a similar situation, you would do the same. But regardless, having you in this game has made it more fun and made it more interesting.
Tristy, I'm so sad to see you go. I really, really, really enjoyed playing with you. Thank you for all the chats. You're a fantastic human being.
Tristy, you played a strong game, and that's exactly why you had to go. I wish I had gotten to know you better, but I just hope I have your vote.
I know that Greta's social media post was directed towards me, and so I think that that's an indication that I should probably have a conversation with her. I thought that might have been you directed towards me, but maybe I am making that up.
So it was me. I think there are other people, though, that it applies to. It's probably pretty clear, but I didn't want to vote for Shrishti. I did vote for you, but I had a feeling you weren't going to get votes. I could tell that there were going to be votes going elsewhere, and the majority was going to Shrishti, but I just didn't want to vote for her.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I would just say that I'm open to continuing relationships with everyone and growing that. I don't feel like we can't have conversations because you voted for me. I mean, that's just not in the spirit of the game. So I hope that you would be open to, doing that in the future. I mean, I just don't feel like at the end of the day, you can keep one alliance going from beginning to end. It has to move organically, and I'm allowing myself to do that. It is a game about figuring out what alliances will benefit you from one round to the next, and that could mean that I end up voting with Greta instead of against Greta. It's too soon to tell, but I think it seems like we're both open to it.
I think Sheridan and I could connect and come to each other's advantage. I just don't have the track record with her, so that makes me nervous. Obviously, again, you're the only person I haven't talked to, and there are people who've had the opportunity to talk to more versus less, but I am with you, and I'm open to relationships evolving. I do say to her that is not going to impact what I'm thinking going forward. Now that I think about it, that might not be true. I'll probably try to get her out.
What if I told you you have a chance to return to the game?
Yes! People are gonna get sick of me. They already were sick of me.
Oh boy, if I'd known that was an option, maybe I wouldn't have burned as many bridges.
I will redeem myself. I am ready for my chance at redemption. Yes, bring me back, bring me back, bring me back.
What I gotta do? Let's give these bitches hell.
Oh my god, they don't know what's coming for them.